Okay, and I believe we are live, guys. First off, just quickly want to say super sorry. There's something wrong with my webcam and yeah, drivers. It's just crashing the whole time. So we just need to deal with this right now. I have a video from ID10-T that we need to play on the desktop, so can't log on the phone right now. So sorry about that, guys. We're working on it, guys. We're working on it. Anyway, welcome to the roast. We here, we've got judges to praise what is good and roast what is bad. Okay, let me just introduce our co-host, which you guys are super affair with. Moe, welcome, Moe. You haven't been around for a while.
How are you doing, everyone? Yeah, I've been moving house, so it's been really, really hectic. I have a sort of makeshift studio here in the room, and there's still a lot of things to unpack. It's just been a bit hectic, but I'm here, and yeah, looking forward to this roast. I'm honored to be in the video or in the live stream with Jennifer and Mary. And yeah, and Liam and you. Yeah, great stuff.
Thanks. I was waiting for my name there, Moe.
Yeah.
And
Cool,
we have got Sherlock Holmes here, aka Liam. Welcome, Liam Davey.
Hi, everybody. Really looking forward to this roast today. I hope everybody's brought some marshmallows or some s'mores, because I think it's going to get quite heated and roasty in here.
Toasty and roasty. Yeah, absolutely. Mick, Mod, RN, and the Juice Fairy, have you guys got your material ready?
I didn't put any material together. I'm going with it, girl. I'm just going in.
She's going to be.
As a matter of fact, I'm vaping it live right now.
She's going to be spitting fire. Yeah. Okay, so Dave pre-recorded his roast, so I'm going to play that closer to, you know, the end of the discussion. He really wanted to be here, but he's got a trip that he needed to go to, which was pre-booked. So, but he did review the recipes and he did roast us big time. So that will be right at the end. Guys, first things first, the GoFundMe link in the description of this video. This is for Philip, aka Kindground. Go support him. He's struggling with esophageal cancer, and there's an opportunity for us to give back to him as he has given to us now. Guys, so what is this whole thing about? Okay, so we had the tropical juice recipes mixed shows that we did collaborative mixing on, and in that we had about 4 or 5 concepts that we worked on, but we finally decided to shortlist the lychee mango and guava and the orange mango and passion fruit recipes. The cocoa pine, yeah, what was that, Moe? The cocoa pine?
Mango cocoa pine, yeah.
Mango cocoa pine, yeah. That unfortunately is not ready yet for the judges.
Didn't make the cut.
Yeah, they will eat us up if we gave them that. But maybe we should have given that to them so that we can distract them from what's really going on in these recipes. You know what I mean?
We could have given them a shake and vape version of it. They probably would have loved it. But I think they well prepared. They wanted to make the stuff up 1 week ago, so we would have definitely been roasted on that one, because on the steep it failed. Yeah.
You know what really bothers me is being on the other side of the review sort of conversation, considering that we have reviewed the Juice Fairy and some of Mick Mod Orange's mixes.
Yeah, we did,
okay?
yeah.
And we have given feedback. So, you know, it kind of makes me think that they're going to come for us today. If they do, we've at least got this as why they would. But guys, please, we want to change the stigma of what reviews are. We want to celebrate what's good, and we want to roast what's bad, guys. If you put something out in the public, you need to be able to, you know, just sort of man up when somebody gives you feedback on it, you know. And if you agree or if you disagree, that's not up to you. That's up to the person tasting it. So I'm going to hand it over to our judges, the two lovely ladies, Jennifer and MB. Guys, take it away.
All right.
Excuse me. Let's just welcome everybody in chat. How did I miss the vaping lizard? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sheriff Mitchell, welcome. Papa Chigley, big supporter of the Mix show. Papa Chigley.
Yeah, he's pretty big, yeah, in the chat. And
Tam Vapes.
Hopefully he can help roasting us in the chat as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if anybody has mixed up these recipes so that they can roast us in the chat as well. Anyway, we've got Richard in the chat, but he's not in the video. Why is that, Richard? I think that's pretty much it. So we're gonna give it over to the judges. Guys, take it away.
Hey, thanks, Theo. So, I think JW just tested these, right, Jen?
Yeah, I'm tasting them live, and I think we need to start with what the hell do we call this thing? Lick my man guave. I've never licked a man guave.
Yeah, and I don't plan on either. So not for nothing. I had asked them who named it, and they all pointed to Liam. So Liam, you're going down with this. I just want to let you know you're going down, bro.
It was a collaborative effort.
It was
a collaborative effort. Yeah.
Look, Moe comes up and he's like, "I'm going to back up my brother." No, we know this is Liam.
We got to do it. Jennifer says we can't just keep quiet. We got to back each other up. Yeah.
Back up your bros. No, we know it was Liam. I'm sorry. Go ahead, JW.
I mean, seriously, lick my man guave. Really, what does that take to your brain? I mean, burnt leaves? Because I mean, that's what I heard it tastes like.
The thing is, I mean, if you think about Luke Loop, he calls his one recipe dead or yellow matter dripping from a dead dog's eye. So licking a manguave is like just sort of like one level better than that. You know what I mean? So it's not so bad.
Yeah, I reckon. If you say so.
In whose universe is that? Like, is that okay in South Africa? I'm sorry, I must have missed.
So are you guys? But you guys, lick it though. You did have a taste.
Theo,
right?
is someone able to put up the recipe, or can I share it, or like how do you want to?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead, guys. You can share it from your side.
I've never screen shared. Let's see, on this, but
it's a little screen with a green screen with a little.
Yeah, but I don't know how to pick.
Okay, let me quickly go.
Let's see. Hang on. I think I got it. I just got to go find the recipe here. Here we go. Can people see that? Can you see?
Yes.
Can you see that?
You gotta throw up a little bit.
Okay, so there we go. Lick my man guave. Here you go. The picture is lovely. The description is, let's see, collaborative recipe. Many people worked on it. It was voted on by the people in the Mixology South African group. So people voted on this, and they describe it as the perfect blended tropical mango, pink guava juice fused with lychee. So I got to tell you right there, lychee and papaya, for me, I'm not usually a fan of. So, but hey, it's okay. I'm going to put aside my personal bias, give you a succulent juice and a tropical explosion. Now, here's the thing. The heroes are being Effie mango and Flavora pink guava. And they give you full-on mango followed by a sweet and lightly syruped lychee and a nice, thick guava exhale. And with the marshmallow helps with the mouthfeel. So that's what I was looking for based on your description. So I'm going to go ahead and stop. Oh, let me scroll down a little more. All right, so we've got 0.5% lychee, 4% Effie mango, 0.5% marshmallow, 0.5% papaya, 0.5% pink guava, and 2% sweet lychee. And that's what we're talking about, ladies and gents. And I'm going to stop screen sharing. How do I do it? I don't know. How do I stop screen sharing? Anybody want to tell me how I stop screen sharing?
You did. You stopped. We got you. You're back.
Yeah, you're back.
You're back.
Excellent. Okay, cool. Thank you. All right. So you want to go ahead, JW, tell them what you thought about that based on their description?
Based on their description, actually, let me start with lychee is a flavor I would never on purpose put in a mix. Okay, let me start with that. I've single flavor tested both of these lychees because Flavor Art, I've single flavor tested just about all of their flavors. And to be sure, by looking at this recipe, I was petrified about that percentage of Flavor Art lychee. The lychee from Capella smelled a little less lychee-y and more candy-y. So I was a little less scared of that one, and I wanted in my heart of hearts to flop them around, but I didn't. I was good. I did what I was supposed to do. So I'll just start with that. Then I'll say that the mango, Effie mango, everybody talks about how it goes away, it fades, all of that stuff. I think that 3%, is that what we have in here? Because I mean, I don't have it up right now.
4%.
4%. I think at 4%, it actually holds its own for a little while, longer than it normally would. How people, Effie flavors are the kind of flavors that usually get used at lower percents. So 4% was a good one to use for it to stick around some. I really like the way that the papaya got incorporated in here. Papaya is a flavor I do enjoy a lot. So the papaya gives it a gummy kind of aspect that I was actually pleasantly surprised with. Let me see this real quick. And when I've tasted it live, nobody saw me gag. So that's kind of good, right?
What is with the whole lychee hate? Because Fresh didn't even want to be on this show because he's like, if somebody's going to make me vape lychee, I swear I will kill them.
Well, it's because it's very floral, and the floral is very sharp. It's a very sharp fruit that is on the floral end of things, and you really have to. It's not native to us, so I mean, I don't eat lychee. I eat what's called canepas, is what they have in the tropics and in South Florida, which looks like a lychee, but it's green and it's yellow on the inside. It's a limoncillo, so it's kind of on the lemon side, versus the lychee is more on the reddish floral side. I mean, it's just gross, but
it is kind of gross. If I think about it, it's a pretty gross fruit. You know what I mean? But we've got them growing on trees here all over pretty much the northern part of South Africa. So we're very au fait with the litchies. You know what I mean? But carry on. Sorry for interrupting.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm ADD as hell, so I'm all over the place any damn how. So I don't know that I can actually roast this, bro, other than the pink guava doesn't come through for me at all.
At all. No, I didn't get any pink guava whatsoever. So I agree with you 100%. That was kind of my take on it too, JW. I'm not a lychee fan, but I liked it in this mix. I think it worked well. I think you're absolutely right about the papaya. I'm not so sure that the marshmallow is adding anything, and if anything is maybe making it muted and muddled. Because I find
to me the marshmallow, and I'm sorry to interrupt, smoothed it out a little bit because this is a little bit throaty.
That could be. Yeah. When did you mix it? How long ago did you mix it, JW?
Wednesday.
Okay. So so it should have calmed down by now, clearly. Yeah. So I'm not sure. I don't get throatiness, but I could see where if you did, the papaya and some of those other flavors would be throaty for sure. I just don't find a real nice top bright note. I don't find the mango really standing up. I would like something to lift it up a little bit and make it a little bit brighter. I find it to be a little muddied and a little, it's enjoyable. It's a nice flavor, but and I think maybe adding a little more of that pink guava is probably what would do it, and maybe boosting that mango a little bit. Because you're right, I didn't get any pink guava, and I wanted the pink guava. I wanted to get that.
Yeah, we wanted to kill that lychee. But anyway, and pink guava was able, it's a very flavor that could have done it for us.
Yeah, exactly.
with all that said, as far as it being muddy, it is supposed to be a juice, right? So if it's a juice, it's supposed to be blended. And it's supposed to be kind of muddy.
What is muddy? Like muddy is
So
me
like when
going into the garden and taking some sand and eating sand. That's muddy. I mean, what is muddy?
Meaning that you don't have like a top note, you don't have a base, it's kind of like all one sort of thing, which she's right. A blended juice is going to do that. But I would have liked a little more brightness in this. I didn't find it. And I did add a little bit of sweetener, and I did add the WS because I agree. I love those in tropical mixes. So I totally added that, hoping it would give me some of that too. I didn't really find it.
I didn't add the sweetener or the WS-23 because I wanted to taste it as it was prescribed.
Yeah, I did both.
But I will say that as I'm vaping it right now, I want WS-23 in here. I am craving the cold to go with these fruits because these fruits should not be warm.
No, not at all.
They should be coming out of a refrigerator. So I do want 0.25 WS-23 or at least 1% Polar Blast. Those are the two that
totally agree.
I would put in there. Sweetener, I'm not sure I'd want any more sweetener in it. Not for this device right here, but I mean, to each their own. You know, I don't use a lot of sweetener. I use 0.25, sometimes 0.10, depending on. But my fruits, if I want them to be more natural, and this is a natural tasting juice. It is not a candied juice.
No,
it is a naturally. It is like a blended juice in a blender. So, all in all, even though we're supposed to be roasting you guys, we had you guys scared to shitless. That was all.
Wait, where's my flamethrower? Hang on, I'm not done yet. Wait, where'd I put it? Hang on.
Now we got 2 Denariuses in the chat.
Yeah, wait, where's my dragon? Let me go burn this bitch down.
Guys, so ultimately, are you guys giving this a thumbs up? Just with, you know, a couple of things potentially that are opportunities to change, right? What the show is also about is, you know, getting another opinion. So if you guys do have, you know, an opinion on what needs to happen with the recipe, you guys can share that information right now. It's a QA step, you know. So if you have any advice, go ahead.
What would I do to this recipe? I would add a little bit of strawberry to water it down, but that's just me because I put TFA regular strawberry is the strawberry I would pick because it's mild, but it's watery. So, but that's just, I use that a lot as a backdrop, and I would probably use it like at 0.5 to 0.75%. So it's not noticeable as far as flavor, but it'll give it a more watery, I don't know, refreshing flavor. But that would be personal taste, and that doesn't count for this. I mean, the overall recipe is pretty solid. I actually think the lychee added to the natural aspect of a real mango, because real mangoes have a certain amount of a pine type flavor towards the center piece and towards the very outer skin. And that's missing in a lot of mangoes. The lychee has a little bit of that pine. So with that in there, it gave an illusion of a more natural mango, crushed mango versus juiced up mango, in my opinion. And I've eaten a lot of mangoes.
I think JW nailed it. I think that for me personally, I would like a little more pink guava. I just want a little more of that sharpness, a little more lifting up of flavors, but that's a personal preference. You know, I think overall, if this is in your wheelhouse and you're looking for kind of a natural juice blend and you're a lychee person, this would probably be a good mix for you. So it's a little more of your personal preference. I agree with you. I love it with the WS-23. I don't think you're right. I think you're right. I don't think you need the sweetness, but I liked it in there. I think it just gave it a little bit more brightness, but you certainly don't need it. So for me, the only thing I would recommend is a little more pink guava.
Right, and if the question is, will I vape my entire 30 mil? Because I went 30 mil with it, guys. I didn't do a 10.
Girl, look at you. She wants to lick some man guava. JW.
She went
in
for that man guava.
I don't want to.
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather suck on the manguave.
Whoa!
Oh, GW.
Wow, you know what I mean?
See, our resident ninja just joined.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello, Richard.
Let me welcome the wizard of vaping here in South Africa, the man that's literally the internet of DIY. Welcome, Richard.
Hello, how's everyone?
Hello. Good. Welcome, dude. You always pop in. This is like a meme now.
Yeah, sorry, I was struggling to join, but I eventually got it to happen. So I'm here. I mean, I didn't really have much to do with these recipes, but I thought I'd come in. I mean, who doesn't want to be roasted by Mary Beth and Jen, right?
Damn straight.
Yeah, it's you guys thought I was a nobody when you guys did my recipes. A very underrated mixer.
Can you just refresh my memory, Jennifer? What exactly did we say?
You said that you guys were rating underrated mixers, the unknowns of DIY. I was like, these guys don't know shit. But Richard did do his homework. He did look on ELR. You guys just went on ATF. He was like,
Yes.
quite a bit on ELR. I was like, yeah, somebody looked at that. I don't post a lot on ATF. I post mostly on ELR because I've been there forever and a day.
Yeah, but that's it's not such a bad comment. Underrated meaning, people should be talking about your mixes more,
Okay, well, I'll take that.
I can't even. I think that was one of our first shows that we did. We picked your profile, and I had no clue. I mean, I was really new to the whole scene. Richard and Daniel was way more involved from a DIY or die perspective, and in the Discord and blah blah blah. So I don't know. That probably came from me. So I officially apologize, Jennifer. Super
okay,
underrated mixer.
That's okay, because I do stand in the background. I mean, because I go by two different names, the Juice Fairy and Jennifer Winstead, in two totally different aspects. It's because, I don't know. It's just private life versus vaping life. You know what I mean?
So just a quick question, guys. Who actually worked on this mix from the vlog?
Everyone.
So
not Richard so much. He was literally just scanning us. He doesn't like fruit so much, but he was throwing in a little bit of advice here and there. I think guava came from him. Liam and I don't know if Dietz was there at the time, but we will, of course, all of us were balancing this together. We didn't want to push the guava too high because it was starting to get to its limit, its cap. But yeah, we could have gone in with some sweet guava cap. So yeah, there's options there. But we pretty much all balanced it out. Papa Chigley, I think James Rivera, Tam, Nick Evans. Oh my gosh, everyone.
So people like entered stuff in the threads. I got you. So my other question would be, were you trying to create a mango forward drink, or were you just truly trying to create a blended drink? I guess that's really what I'm trying to understand, because your description says that mango and pink guava are the heroes.
Yeah, when I initially tasted it, I finished all my manguave very quickly. The mixes that I mixed up, so I didn't leave it for 5 or 6 days. But in the second day, I was getting mango, and then it's lychee and guava. At the same
Totally
time.
agree with you. That's exactly right. Then by today, when I tested it again this morning, it really became blended. So I guess the question is, what do you want? Because if you're looking for more of that, what you just described, then it's a 3-day, 4-day, maybe 5-day tops. You're going to get that. If you're really looking for a blended mix, and that's kind of what you want, not that it's bad, it's good. It's just it's what the person mixing it is expecting to get based on the description. That's all.
Yeah, it has to be somewhat of a blend, you know, but like Jennifer's saying, she wants a zing in there, like a fruity zing.
That's what I wanted.
She doesn't want
I
a
think
muddy.
Jennifer did too. Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't want a muddy manguave, you know.
Yeah.
So
No.
she,
No.
she
No one
wants,
wants
That
that.
would be gross.
No one wants that.
she wants
Wash
to
that
pop a
shit.
strawberry on it, you know, brighten it up.
Yeah. I think that's the take-home message. I think for this mix, for me at least, and it sounds like for JW too. I don't want to speak for her, but that's kind of like I think what we're looking for here. Cool.
Okay.
Well done, guys. Considering I have never made a lychee mix in my life, I would never, just based on the smell, and I'm glad. So I got to tell you, kudos on that, guys, because it took a lot for me to lady up and make this mix.
Mhm. And it didn't take much. When they told me it was a roast, I was like, "Oh yeah, lychee, I can roast this."
I know you're disappointing us, guys. It's disappointment.
Yeah.
We didn't even have to bring out a match yet. Like I'm kind of disappointed.
Yeah, I wanted to talk junk. And knowing it's first thing in the morning, and I haven't had enough. I mean, 11 o'clock for me on a Sunday is like, you guys. This is love. I truly must love you guys because I have hardly no makeup on. This is my me around the house look. I mean, I did put a little bit on, but not enough. I haven't had enough coffee today for sure. Oh, and another thing I want to go ahead and point out is you guys also deprived me of my favorite drink. I drank LaCroix Mango all the time, and in order to be able to taste these, I couldn't drink that. I've been drinking water. I hate you guys.
You're muting Jennifer's LaCroix Mango. What are you doing, guys? All right, so we start on the next one. Did you want to do Dave's, Theo, or do you want us to talk about the next one and then do Dave last?
No, I want to hear Dave. Let's do Dave in the middle.
So I just want to ask. I just want to ask something. So you guys are saying if we just add strawberry to this, it's pretty much blended as a passion fruit.
No.
Blended drink.
No.
So it will give the mango and the guava just a bit more of a zing. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
So-
water it down a little bit, make it more like a juice.
Okay.
It's the same with a lot of fruit juices. They'll actually put like a little bit of strawberry juice in, or a little bit of apple juice, or something.
Apple
like
juice,
that, just to
right.
actually
Or a
get
little bit of
Okay.
pear.
yeah.
Just be careful. Pear might be. Wait, just be careful with the maltol because I don't know that you want to add anything more with maltols in it because that's going to really mute it more.
Okay.
It's not muted for me, but I mean, I'm super hypersensitive. So you guys also challenge that side of me. Like this
Yeah.
is like, whoa, in your face, strong.
And I'm not. I'm like dead taster, Deadpool taster.
And I'm like, whoa, this is strong, you know? I need this to steep a month before I can vape it all the way. And that's what I'm going to do with it. That's why I made it 30, because I want to see where it progresses. I don't vape fresh juice, especially not fruit. So if you guys expected me to shake and vape this within the first 3 days, I don't have time for that. I just don't. I mean, I vape tobacco during the day at work. I vape this at night for relaxing. Everything steeps. I have too much shit around this house.
Her house is one big steep cabinet. There's bottles everywhere, just steeping. Just
Hey,
one
I
big.
just called Team Free Shit in, and actually, I have some friends and my cousins and my brother-in-law and stuff like that come over for their juices. And when they come for their specific juices, I bring out the boxes. And I'm like, as a matter of fact, I gave away yesterday one on accident that I wasn't supposed to. It was one of my testers. Oh my God. When they called, they said, "This is delicious." I was like, "What? Send me a picture?" And they sent me a picture. I was like, damn, I got to mix that again. Shit.
Okay, are you guys ready for David's little portion? Guys, everybody in chat, just pump your sound because, you know, I'm playing a video and I'm actually doing the sound over my microphone. Let me just share. Okay, guys, I've got ID10-T here, aka. Can everybody hear that?
I can hear that. Yeah.
And he is going to give us some feedback on Orango Passion or Lich My Mango. Which one do you want to start with, Dave?
I'm going to talk about both of them first. There's so little professionalism in these recipes. I don't know what's going on. Was using Flavor Express Mango a requirement? Both recipes use that, so I didn't know if that was a required thing.
Yeah, I think we're still on the iffy mango hype over here. Iffy mango hype, you know. So the only other mango that we use over here is CBE Double Mango, which is something that you need to try, by the way. But that's a rebranded mango. This is literally the only other one that we feel is close to like a ripe mango on our side. You know what we used to.
Tastes great, but do you guys not try your juices after a steep before putting recipes out there? Don't you know that mango has the shelf life of an egg salad sandwich? It's like this bright, vibrant mango today because I mixed the juice 3 days ago. But what happens if I try to come back?
Damn, what is happening outside here? Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with a great shake and bake and putting it out there, but you gotta at least warn people not to consume in a few days. What's wrong with you people?
Yeah, we tested it. We tested the FE mango for fading, right? And I guess it's what you mix it with, right? But we're feeling fairly confident that it doesn't totally disappear. So hopefully we don't get fully roasted.
It doesn't totally disappear. It just kind of fades into like a boring peach. I swear, this might be vibrant mango now, but after about 2 weeks, I think Mandela would rather go back to jail than be forced to.
Yeah. So which one's
Orango Passion?
Orango Passion.
Orango Passion.
Orango Passion.
Basically tastes like eating a mango passion fruit gummy candy that you found in a pile of washed but not well rinsed tangerine rinds.
That's not super bad though. You know what I mean? It started out okay, but then it feels like it didn't end off okay.
Did you really think that you could put jelly candy in there as a thickener and not have it come out tasting like slightly soapy jelly candy?
This is what I did though. I mean, if you look, you'll see that I said like a sweetened fruit juice. So I just threw that in there.
Like a gummy
to cover up this is kind of like a gummy candy, you know. But I used it super low because in actual fact, Dave, what do you think? What do you think would be a better thickening agent than cat chili candy yet?
Maybe not 0.75% of it.
A little bit lower.
A little bit lower, maybe.
Yeah. But it does. What do you think? What do you think it does to the actual passion fruit and the mango?
Well, I'll tell you what. I think that it does something good to it. I think that this could actually be a good first step to one of my favorite candies, which I don't imagine you have over there. But what it is, it's a passion fruit, mango, and yogurt gummy. Now, so I kind of have a soft spot for this one. I really feel like the combination of Flavor Express mango and the Vape Train yellow passion. That yellow passion is just the right passion fruit that I've always been looking for.
Yeah.
I haven't tried it yet. I tried it for this recipe. Yep, there it is. It's a passion fruit that I wanted. And it combines really well with the Flavor Express mango, at least 3 days in. The bit of jelly candy is quite promising. I'd have to tinker with it to try to get that little bit of soapiness out of there. But it's really, I just imagining what those three flavors together could do in more capable hands is really flowing. I'm good with that. I do want to know if there's seriously not, out of all of the oranges you could have chosen, something better than F.A. Mandarin, though.
We did. We started out with Royal Orange, right?
Okay.
But then what was happening with Royal Orange? It was, because you have Yellow Passion and Iffy Mango sort of, hitting your palate at the same time. You can't have another contender because those two just merge, they mesh into one thing, right? If you have another contender there, then it becomes, like some kind of challenge between three things. And that's what the Royal Orange was doing. With if a tanger or mandarin, it kind of sits in the middle of the mix, and it doesn't play right at the top for me. So it did, but it also doesn't distract you from the main players here, which is Yellow, Passion, and Iffy Mango. So this is where we were at. But we're still open to suggestions on that. That could be a placeholder.
I will tell you the truth. It does that. It does what you're telling me it's going to do. It stays separate from the mango and passion fruit and doesn't muddle those up. But it's also way too zesty for something based on a beverage. Try something else. Anything else. There's a lot of oranges out there.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying. You could easily make it muddled if the orange doesn't separate from the mango and passion fruit. That's very true. And no, it doesn't do that. It's just so zesty. It's like peels.
Yeah, but some way or form, I think that of course, the cactus in there helps that zestiness or that citrus that you're getting from F.A. Tanger. It boosts that a little bit, and I think that does something to the Effie Mango and the Yellow Passion. It kind of makes it super bright. You know what I mean?
Well, here's the other thing: the cactus also stays separate from the mango and the and passion fruit. And the problem with that is that I can actually taste the cactus. Like I vape it, I go, okay, there's cactus in there now. I happen to like cactus, so I'm fine with that. But I don't think that somebody who doesn't like cactus will be able to enjoy this. Yes, the cactus is going to fade down into the mix after a few days, at the same time that the mango is becoming flat and bland. So what are you going to do? You're going to have to use less cactus than this, unless you only let people enjoy it who like cactus.
Yeah.
Cactus is a great ingredient, but you got to try to hide it, unless you're going for a cactus recipe. Not well hidden.
Do you think so? Yeah, I do pick it up just ever so slightly. Some people don't even know it's there. I've had 2 other people try it, but if you know what it tastes like, I guess you better pick it up, it's to be noted, So, but yeah, bringing in another juicy element is something that we also need to think about. But I think cactus is a good player because it plays well with the orange, That
it does.
You just need to hide it better. That's what you're saying.
It's not an unpleasant flavor for people who like it. It's got to hide it a little better.
Yeah.
So, lick my manguave. Nice name, guys. I'm sure.
Super mature. This is what, if you look at this, funny enough, more people click on Lick My Manguave than what people click on Orango Passion, which just, it just goes to say what the audience wants,
Things we do for kids. All right, so speaking of maturity and professionalism, let's talk about that description. Is English your first language?
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm gonna give you a pass then.
Where's the problem?
Your English is quite good, and most Americans can't speak 2 languages. So what? You don't make hero plural by adding apostrophe s. It's R-O-S. You've got hero apostrophe s.
Heroes. Yeah.
Heroes. Yes. But that's okay. That's okay. You get a pass. Like I said, I can't. In Spanish, I can ask where the bathroom is and order another beer.
That's about it. Yeah. No.
You guys probably speak 3 languages.
Yeah, it's about 2.5. 2.5. Yeah.
Well, I'm at 1 1/8.
So this one, when I tried this recipe, I got to a point where I just thought this is for me tropical. This was a concept that came from Rudy. Just a little bit of background information. It's a concept that came from Rudy, I believe, but it was, of course, 100% a collaboration. Have you tried? Of course, you've tried all the ingredients in this recipe, right?
I have.
Yeah.
I've tried all of the ingredients in this recipe separately. So you called Flavor Express Mango and Flavora Pink Guava heroes, and I got to admit, Flavora Pink Guava is pretty heroic. And this recipe does need some heroes. But the thing is, these are B-list heroes. You need Avengers, and you brought the Defenders. We needed Jon Stewart, and you gave us Trevor Noah.
You know, there's not
Like literally.
there's not many guava options yet. You know, so guava is a thing that we still need to solve as a community. Guava, you know, so the only other guava that we would think of for this specific recipe was sweet guava, you know, from Cat. But that is not a player at all. That's like a C-lister.
All right. You use Flavor Art lychee, which, if you use too much of it, basically tastes like hairspray. Now, does it taste like hairspray in here at just 0.5%? No, it doesn't. But the least you could do is let people know, hey, you might not want to order this because it's pretty gnarly. But, you know, if you happen to have it anyway, then here's a great use for it, you know? Here you go. You've had that sitting on your shelf forever because it tastes like hairspray. You put it in here, it works, you know? But you didn't even warn anybody. It reeks of an absence of leadership quality. People are following you dorks. You got to encourage them to buy Flavor Heart lychee. Why are you going to do that? Just because you found a way to use it doesn't mean everyone should rush out and snatch it up. So, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, you use it low. It doesn't taste like hairspray. It tastes like lychee. That's great, right? But here's the thing. Nobody actually likes lychee. Some assholes pretend to like it because they think it makes them seem more interesting, but nobody really does. Congratulations, made a recipe for assholes.
I asked Fresh if he would judge the show, and he said, "Are you guys gonna make me vape lychee?" And I said, "Potentially," and he's like, "I'm out."
I'm out. Yeah, see, that's because Fresh is not an asshole.
So yeah, what was your impression, of course, on the combinations? So of course, what we were saying is it was the mango, of course, and then the guava with the lychee, and then you have that papaya twist at the end. The marshmallow is just there to give you a little bit more, you know, mouthfeel.
Yeah, so you use a little papaya to make it more realistic and to get some of that more tropical like funk in there, you know, which is great. But then you promptly added marshmallow for mouthfeel and ruined it. It makes it like soft candy in the finish.
Yeah.
And I mean, for real, marshmallow for mouthfeel. What is this, 2015?
Yeah, but what else do you do?
That's cop-out marshmallow. You used cop-out marshmallow in 2019. It's so embarrassing. I feel embarrassed just talking about it.
How do you rate this recipe though? Would you mix it up again? What would you change? Actually, what would you change in this recipe?
How would I rate it? I would probably rate it as like a 4 for normal people and a 5 for assholes.
5 out of 10, I guess, right?
How big of an asshole you are.
So what would you change here?
Well, first of all, I wouldn't use marshmallow or lychee at all. I'd take the lychee out, replace that with that sweet guava you were talking about. Hopefully, it wouldn't mess it up. And then I'd have mango guava vape that would be delicious. I keep that papaya for that that realistic funk. Yeah, it can easily overtake a recipe, and it's hard to balance just right. But once you get it dialed in, it really can add something great. And that's enough in the finish. If that's a deep flavor, I wouldn't add marshmallow to that. I'd just balance the papaya perfectly.
Ah, gotcha. So we need to remove cop-out marshmallow.
Cop-out marshmallow. Stop.
Balancing.
So 4 years ago.
Actually did 4 years ago, marshmallow. And actually balance out the recipe properly.
Actually balance out the papaya properly. That's what and just ditch the lychee so gotcha. People can enjoy.
Yeah, no, brilliant. That's great. Thanks, Dave. Is there anything else that you wanted to add, to these recipes?
No,
Okay.
I'm good.
Thank you so much for mixing up and giving us some feedback. Really appreciate it.
Is one of them supposed to win?
No. Nobody wins. Nobody wins. Nobody wins. Yeah, nobody
Orange Passion win.
Yeah.
Orango passion wins because that
such a useful
mango passion fruit combination is fire.
It's fire. Yeah, I also think so. I'm happy we stumbled across that because I think that combination can be used in many things. You know.
Oh yes.
Cool. Thanks so much, Dave.
You're very welcome.
Okay. Can everybody hear me again?
Yeah, loud and clear. Loud and clear.
That was a good roast, dude.
That was a proper roast. That was nasty. That was nasty.
My next likely mix is going to be called Asshole Juice.
That's a way better name. I love it. Brilliant.
Dave was in fine form there.
Yeah.
We can always count on Dave. He when he comes on the Vixens, and we like to have him on because we're trying to get roasted. He's always so nice to us, and we're like, why? Why can't you just slam us? He goes, because I got to pick one of you guys, and I have to hang out with you guys. We love the way Dave talks.
Yeah, no, it was fire. I'm really happy with that. I was enjoying that conversation so much. It was just so easy. You know, the way he communicates with you, gives you advice, but then also just, you know, puts like a comedy spin on it. It's everything. I'm living for that. We should see if we can get him on another show. Shout out Dave.
Dave, yeah. Wow. That was epic.
So I believe there's one more recipe that JWMB need to roast. Orango Passion. Are you guys ready for that?
Let's do it. Go ahead, J-Dub. What you got?
So I have to agree with Dave. I do find the rind in here strongly. I am very sensitive to oranges and lemons. It's good. Will I vape? I hate to say this, but I will likely vape the asshole juice longer than I will the orange passion. I like it. I like it. For me, it is actually like I feel like it should have been another orange as well. I don't know if blood orange would have worked in here or cap tangerine. I didn't try any of those in it, but I do feel like the orange is kind of a lot of skin on the orange. I feel like it's too close to the skin, but it hasn't steeped long enough for me. And I'll go ahead and say that I am extremely sensitive to that flavor. And orange, I've got to be really careful to build my oranges with a couple of oranges to get rid of some of that bitter note. And I find it has a bit of a bitter note. However, with that said, I think that the cactus plays really well in it. The jelly candy is not bad for me in here. It's actually almost necessary because for me, it would have been either jelly candy or I might have used TFA dragon fruit to soften it up some. But that's because of my sensitivity to that bitter note. Is the only reason I would have used TFA dragon fruit to kind of, you know, use the triacetin that's in there to kind of soften those edges a little bit. The Effie mango, again, at 4.5%. I disagree with Dave. I can taste it. It does get peachy. So he did point that out, that it's kind of like a boring peach, but it's not. It's actually like a good peach when it does. But it's got a good mango flavor for me. Then the yellow passion, I didn't have that, guys. So that might also be playing an effect into what I'm saying. I just had the regular passion fruit from Vape Train. And so that might be giving me more of a bitter note to it. I did add sweetener to this one because I was told that the yellow passion has more of a sweet note to it, so that I can try to incorporate that in there. My sweetener is at 0.25%. And I still feel like it needs a WS23. However, with the bitter note that I'm tasting in it. I'm afraid if I use WS-23 in this, it'll get medicinal for me. So I might not add, I might just bump up the sweetness to 0.5% so that I can enjoy it a little bit better. So, I mean, I would like to talk shit about the Anywhere Cactus. I can't taste it. I don't know if I vape too much of that. So for me, it was not as present as it was for Dave, but I do enjoy Anywhere Cactus. And I don't taste it prominently in here, I guess because I'm getting too many of those bitter notes. That's it. That's what I've got. I mean, I hate to say I liked Asshole Juice better.
What do you think about the combination of mango and passion fruit as a pairing?
I really do think that's a really good pairing.
So BT yellow is different than passion, the regular BT passion. It is definitely sweeter, fuller. I really like it. So it may give you what you're looking for in this mix, Jen. So just to keep that in mind. But I think that combination is brilliant. I love the mango and passion fruit. I think it's a great combo.
I looked at BCF because I had to place an order for this. They actually made me order cap lychee. It was like I had to go out and buy that.
Too. I had to order it both.
And I didn't see the yellow passion in BCF. So
I think I got it at I don't think I bought it at Chef's when I placed an order at Chef's. I think I picked it up then, actually. That's how I was able to get it. But for me, my experience is very much like ID10-T. I loved this mix. I liked it a lot. I enjoyed it a lot. I found the mango was present. I liked the tanger in it. That's where I differ. Although I probably may have gone with the sweet tangerine to fill in that middle and that body, and also to add that sweetness to it. And maybe you wouldn't even need the candy, but I didn't mind the candy jelly in there at all. I liked it. I liked the cactus. I think that's perfect. I think it needs that little bit of contrast in there. I think it works well. I think you get a nice brightness to it. It has good body. It has a nice passion fruit finish. I really liked this mix a lot, and I did do it both ways. I did it with and without cooling, and I just like it with cooling. But I enjoy cooling in my fruits. I just like it.
And I normally do too. I'm just afraid of it in this mix. I mean, and
it worked out okay for me, Jen. It worked out okay. It was good.
I might just add it. I might just add it to my cotton. I've done that before and frozen my tongue for a couple of hits. After a while, you keep pouring the juice on there, it'll calm it down. You know what I mean?
A little pre-freeze.
I just have to tough through it at first. So
for me personally, there's really nothing I would necessarily change. But you may want to play around with the middle notes of the tangerine or tanger and the cap jelly. But other than that, I was fine with it. I enjoyed it. I would make this up again and mix it. I enjoyed it.
And I wouldn't say that I would take out the tanger. I would just add another orange to it to give it a little different tang, a different little twang to it. And no, I completely agree that the other oranges from FA probably wouldn't have been the trick to it. It would have had to be a more candied orange, even maybe
like cap juicy orange or cap sweet tangerine is what I was thinking.
Yeah, cap juicy orange might have done it. Yeah.
Putting that in the middle and take out the jelly candy and take out it's going to change it up a little bit, make it more of a sweeter juice, but that's what you're kind of going after with that cap jelly candy.
I don't even taste the cap jelly candy in here.
No, I tasted a little bit. Yeah, it's there. I don't mind it. I like it, but I can taste it. Yeah.
Well,
you can go a little bit lower on the cap jelly candy. You can drop it to 0.5. It will still.
I don't mind it. I like it. I really like it there. I don't have a problem with it. But
I don't normally like cap jelly candy, so if I don't taste it, it's a good thing.
Yeah. And I don't necessarily pick out the cactus either. I can't say, oh, there's the cactus. I have to really think about it and go look for it. It's not. I think it's well placed in the mix. I think it's good.
I think it's well placed as well. I think it's balanced in there perfectly.
Yep. No, I really like this mix. I think it's good. Well done, guys. I wish I could roast you, but I flipping can't. I personally can't.
I mean, I can. I can talk shit about the rind and the too much orange. But then again, I didn't have the right the right passion. So, but I was
Yeah.
also told by you guys, somebody told me that it was the same thing, except one doesn't have the candy aspect. So
Yeah, that was me just relaying information from Liam. I'm just calling him out. Shout out, Liam. Yeah, we knew that there was going to be a difference, but we were still interested to hear how that passion fruit played in the mix. We knew it was going to be bitter, but I wasn't even considering that the orange is going to throw it into super bitter land. Yeah, I mean, that gives us some information. Did you use? I think you were saying you were going to try it with FE passion fruit as well.
No, I was going to use it with FA passion fruit, and now that was a good mix to me. The secondary one that I made with Flavor Art passion fruit, that was delicious. So for me to make this again, I'm going to sub that yellow passion for Flavor Art passion fruit.
Oh, we need to get some yellow passion into your hands, Jennifer.
I'll take it.
No, but I have to be honest with you guys. I've always been looking for a really good passion fruit, something that's got that those sort of like jelly texture that a normal passion fruit would have, and not so in your face, but quite a bit of mouthfeel. And yellow passion is just so present. It's by far my favorite. Second favorite being FA. Also like that one, but yeah, it gets a little bit throaty if you pump it.
Yeah, I find the yellow passion fruit is a lot more acidic than the normal passion fruit, the vape train one. That's what I found with the two of them. The differences.
Okay. No. Weren't you saying the normal passion fruit? Aren't you saying the normal passion fruit from vape train was a little bit more bitter and acidic than what the yellow passion was?
I don't know. I might be misremembering my notes, but I thought it was the yellow passion fruit I found a lot more acidic than the purple one. Than the normal passion fruit. The normal passion fruit is more like a purple passion fruit that you actually buy from the shops. That's why I found the normal passion fruit I found to be a little bit sweeter than the yellow. The yellow one I found quite acidic.
Okay, well, Jennifer, there you go. At least that information came through correctly.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, thank you guys. I think Dave did enough roasting so you guys could be the good cops. Thank you so much for mixing up our mixes. Everybody that is out in chat, thank you so much for being here. It's awesome to have you here. And the rest of the panel, Moe, Richard, Sherlock Holmes, do you guys want to contribute at all? Do you guys want to... Are you guys pretty much on fire from Dave's roast?
Yeah, Dave's roast was excellent.
Yeah, Dave's roast was proper, yeah. And thanks, Jen and Mary Beth. Yeah, you guys roasted us well, but you were real, you were honest, and if we had to do some changes, we will definitely take your opinion. And
yeah, this is.
You got to also think that each of us flavor is subjective. So for me, the bitterness that's all on me. This wouldn't be the first mix that I say that about, because all of the oranges do that to me, all of the lemons. And then just want you to know that you guys are to blame if I can't taste anything later on, because if I vape lemon or I vape orange, it kills my taste buds for like a day or two. So then I have to do something crazy and
just drink a lot of coffee.
No, that doesn't work.
Okay, it's supposed to work.
Eating pickles sometimes helps.
Yeah.
You need to slow down on that man graph, Jennifer. You know what I mean?
I don't know, dude. I don't know that I can
back away from the man guav.
Take Jennifer away from the man grab, yeah. Then I want to just shout out a couple of channels. Stephen and Aaron have started their own show in Mixing in the Kitchen on Daytime Frank's Facebook page. So Tam or Mary Beth, if you've got that link, you can just chuck it out in chat. Then Tam and Nick Evans are going to create a whole new concept show for us. So keep an eye out for that. It's Homegrown Alchemy, I think. Not a lot of information available yet, but that's a little spoiler alert. I think there's some information already out on Facebook about that. Daytime Frank, of course, his Facebook channel is called Mixing in the Kitchen. YouTube channel is called Daytime Frank. Fresh03, awesome channel, awesome live shows. DIY Down Under, go check out their Facebook page or group as well as their YouTube channel. Develop and Mixin' Vixens. I should actually also shout out Flavor Pro.
Yes, I was gonna shout it out if you didn't.
Let me just add this to the list. Why haven't I got this in the list here?
You don't love us. You don't love us. You are a lie. All those times you send me all those heart emojis and shit. That's. I'm like, he don't really love me. He's talking that junk.
That's how Theo roll, man. That's how you roll.
Flavor Pro is such a highbrow, show. You have to be like one of the elitists to go and watch that.
You do not. We do a lot of shows for beginners there, and we right now we're going through the entire Flavor Art tobacco line for the competition in the North America. I'm sorry, you guys. It's just North America, but we're going flavor by flavor. And let me tell you, that's torture. So this was good because it cleansed my palate. It gave me stuff that is completely outside of tobacco. But when we talk about each tobacco, I mean, we're vaping them for 2 and 3 days, one single flavor tobacco to be able to give an honest opinion on those so that people that are submitting recipes can have some data,
Yeah,
and I appreciate that. I, for one, really appreciate that, JW, because that I'm not a big tobacco person. I mean, basically, Soho is like all I've ever used. So I appreciated that. Thank you for doing that. That was really helpful, by the way.
It's very difficult. And we have more flavors coming out tonight and next week, and I think we're going to get an extension on the date of the competition ending, because people are just now getting. There's people who don't even know about it. You know what I mean? That are
people
like,
want stuff to steep too. Like, you're waiting a week or 2 weeks. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that was the other thing.
Well, the bottom line is that the reason this is being done is for beginners, right? And a beginner is going to take a flavor and drop it in some PGVG and vape it, and that's it.
Right. Yeah, that's true. You're very right about that. You're very right about that.
It also has to be decent off the shake.
Off the shake. Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a crazy job. A tobacco being decent off the shake. I can only think of FLV there. So yeah, FA. That's my idea of anything really one shot wise. It has to be a shake and vape. But I mean, you can get creative. You can figure something out. I don't think it's impossible. Really cool thing that you guys are doing. You've got.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah, Phil. What is his name? Phil
Bessardo.
Phil Bessardo. Phil Bessardo.
Can you say that? Say that for me again. Say Phil Bessardo. Say it. I want to hear you say that.
Bessardo.
You can't say it.
Say it again. Say his name. Say it again, Theo.
Phil Bessardo.
Close enough. We'll take it. You do speak more than one language. So do I.
Yeah.
I speak English, 3 languages: English, Spanish, and bullshit.
Guys, thank you everyone for just mixing up our mixes. I think there was a couple of people in chat that has also done that. We will go and make these tweaks. Thank you so much for the advice, MB and JW.
It was great fun. Thanks for having us.
Hosts, thank you so much also for your contribution in this whole thing. It took about 5 weeks for us to take 5 concepts and get to the ones that we were happy to put in front of you guys. So for everybody out in chat, anybody that watches this video on replay, for the next mix show on Sunday, we want to vote on categories that we need to create for the next roast. So if you've got an idea, leave that in the comments of this video. Also remember to slap a like on this video, and yeah, go and check out those channels in the description of this video, guys. Thank you so much. Like, subscribe, guys. Cheerio.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Thanks for giving the great feedback, and thanks everybody in chat.
Thanks.
Wow.
Yeah.